Hi, my name is Abby Hall from the Hallmark Interiors, and I'm going to take you through 3 apartments today, starting with Janine Taylor. Janine is looking for more of a contemporary look. She is planning to rent out her apartment, and in doing so, she wants to maximise the space because she feels that that's more attractive to renters, and use a very natural colour palette. She's also not a fan of white walls. So as you can see in my inspiration board, I've included some quite neutral colour palettes, very earthy sort of tones, and highlighting that the existing parquetry floors will remain, which is a starting point for the plan. And also focusing on having a very open plan space, which will help to maximise the space available. In the sample board, you can see on the floor plan, I have looked to really zone the 2 spaces, the dining and the living room. So we've moved some occasional chairs that were sort of in the middle of the room over onto the living area and made that one larger sort of space really centered by using a large rug, and followed, have the same sort of symmetry in the dining room, using that same rug to centre the room more. Over each of the spaces, I'm also recommending the use of a pendant light, just to again create that zone, but just to add some more flair to the existing downlights. I'm recommending in order to maximise the space in the living area, that we look at 2 main features. One is to include a new modular sofa, just to help to maximise the space there. And the second is to use a full-length bookcase, which will be colour-coded, just to add some pops of colour, but that will run the full length of the wall, so eliminating some of the white wall space, but also maximising storage and therefore maximising the space. As I mentioned previously, we will maintain the parquetry floors. I've included the 2 rugs there that you can see, which again are very neutral colour palette. That's a sand, and bringing pops of colour into the scheme in the fabrics that we use for the reupholstered occasional chairs and cushions for the sofa. And again, moving on the existing walls that do remain, using a paint called Dulux Carolina Strand, which will just take away the white but still add some warmth to the palette. Moving on to Sonia Jones' apartment. Sonia and her partner or husband are looking for more of a cohesive look in the apartment. They're happy to maintain the use of their navy rug and wooden floors, but they would like more of a cohesive look. They're quite visual people and not really in love with the white walls, so we would look to sort of change that. And so I would term their style more of a modern classic sort of look, really drawing on the colour palette of the oceans and coastal colours, and also earthy colours, but bringing in some pattern into the mix. In terms of the floor plan and the layout, I'm not recommending a huge change there, apart from maximising space by having a larger dining table. I think it can carry a rectangular table instead of the existing smaller table. You can see that the floorboards will continue throughout, and really looking to add some texture and colour through fabrics and upholstering fabrics. So starting in the living room, I'm suggesting we upholster the lounge in a navy weave sort of linen, which has some sort of white fleck in it. Taking the 2 existing armchairs and upholstering those in again a linen, but showing some white, bringing in some warmth there with the trellis pattern, and adding some paisley cushions to both the lounge and upholstered chairs. I think the kitchen stools can really add some more texture with a tan leather if they're upholstered in that. And I'm also suggesting that with the new nook of the dining table, having that rectangular marble top dining table, that could really be beautifully offset and take away the white wall with a a wallpaper, an Anna Spiro sort of printed wallpaper, again in sort of neutral sort of colour tones, which will really work well with the other coastal colours that we're choosing and the existing navy rug. Moving on to Carrie White. Carrie is a younger person. She intends staying in her apartment for a longer period of time. She's really looking forward for a homely and relaxed sort of style, and something that is sort of younger and fresher, I guess, in the colour palette. So Carrie really likes greys offset with pastel colours. So you can see here I have incorporated some of those colours. The other key factor here is that we would look to extend the existing wooden floorboards and carry them throughout the apartment. You can see on the floor plan that I haven't recommended a huge change apart from moving the smaller table into a larger oval table, which I think really will work well in that space. So that would be a new table with a marble top but an oval shape and some white Eames chairs. Again, that will look fabulous on the wooden floorboards. Using her existing grey sofa and adding to that a large geometric sort of style grey and white rug, really to centre the room and add more of that homey feel to it, and offset that with some new pastel pink pattern cushions to sit on the rug, on the sofa. So that's Carrie White's sample. Thank you.